We're gonna wait till we get some people if you want.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think I have a head cold.
I hope you feel better.
Oh, God. What's tonight? Sunday night? Everyone's probably asleep. We're gonna jump into TikTok in a few. If people don't wake up.
Okay.
Here's drinking water. Here's drinking water. Scared me. Do you want to put in your PayPal or Cash App info in the comments? So
Oh, yes. I need to moderate. So I know your Cash App has the ending of 143. Does those numbers have any special meaning to you?
your voice is so low.
Oh my gosh. So 143, does it mean anything to you?
143 means I love you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. See, you learn something new every day.
Hold on, what?
You learn something new every day.
Say that again?
You learn something new every day.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I did not know that.
Hey, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm moderating.
What's up, Kurt? Yeah, we definitely need to find another app or something. Cause yeah, we definitely need to find another app or something. So fucking low. I don't get it. Sometimes it's loud and sometimes I can barely hear anything. Did you do the comments in the comments yet?
Yes, I did. I put our information.
Why isn't it showing up?
It shows up on my end, but I use my channel. I don't know if I'm muted or something. Let me go on the GG account.
You guys bear with us for a minute.
Yeah, it's not showing up.
Kurt said, "How's Donnie and the kids?" They're doing good. Donnie,
Groovy.
huh?
Groovy.
Groovy. Are you working right now, Kurt? Are you at work? Did you find the packs? We had 2 or 3. That's not true.
Okay, well, look. So you tell me.
Well, there has to be a bag. Did you get it from the floor?
No.
There was a bag over there. There should be more.
No.
That previous cemetery video was great. Thank you. There was.
Huh?
There was.
Where they're from?
Yesterday. There was like 3 in there yesterday.
Which are you?
I don't smoke that much. Kurt liked the cemetery video we did.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's it. Man.
We're gonna, Kurt, you know what you need to do? You need to join my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Monica Spirit Queen.
That's it, man. Keep it low.
And then,
Do you see
what you get with it is, you get to watch like videos that are not posted on YouTube or anywhere else. That's especially made just for the Patreons, behind the scenes, and more crazy videos and things like that. And some videos that I don't want to post on YouTube, I posted on the Patreon. And then you guys get special treats. So every 3 months, you guys get a merch. So we send you either a t-shirt. Sabrina got a t-shirt. So we send you either a t-shirt or a mug, or you know what I mean? So like, as a thank you for being part of the Patreon. So you guys get special gifts. Let me move you guys a little closer so I can lean back. There we go. Now I'm comfortable. Okay. Um, one second. Part 2 of the cemetery is going to be posted in a Patreon page coming this week.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Huh?
I'm excited.
I know. You get to watch it because you're a member.
Yes. I don't know why is it so cold in my room right now. I should turn off the fan. One moment. I'm super cold. And burn some incense.
Oh, you're cold?
Yeah, the AC is blowing on me. Plus the fan.
Oh, no. My response might be a little delayed because I have the headpiece on.
Okay.
That way I can hear you better. And then it just repeats itself in my head and my ear. Yeah, you need to take some time off, Kurt. Okay, so welcome everybody. I know I'm halfway laying down. My back is killing me right now. But what we're doing is we're doing readings, $20 per question. So you can either ask me or Sabrina for a reading. It doesn't matter. If it's me, send it to my Cash App. If it's Sabrina, send it to her Cash App. And it's everything is in the chat. But everybody else that's here, say hi. Don't be scared. We're not going to bite. Well, I can't promise that. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're right. If someone's disrespectful or they cross boundaries.
Cigarette.
I was thinking about making a video about that. Like, when you are communicating or getting service from a spiritualist, the top 5 things that you shouldn't do. 1, try to connect to their energy. You gave me permission to connect to your energy. I didn't give you permission to connect to my energy. That's my pet peeve. Like, there's been readers that come in my live stream. Oh, I see that your energy, like, oh, I see this is gonna happen to you. You're unhappy right now because of a person. Like, just, really just say some random stuff out there. But this other reader, she read me on live, was like, oh, your aura is pink. Like, I didn't ask you to read for me. I didn't go to you and give you permission to read me. I don't know. That bothers me.
On your life?
Yes. That has happened to me before. If somebody comes on and just try to read me and don't ask permission, I feel like that's rude.
Yeah. That's where you keep yourself blocked. And then if they want to do any type of reading, you just, who cares? Like, let them talk out of their butts. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for the delayed response. I have the headpiece in my ear
Hmm.
because I can't hear you naturally for some reason. The volume is really low.
Okay.
So it just echoes in my ear and then I respond back.
Okay.
That's why I always like keep myself blocked no matter what. I mean, there are people who jump on my live sometimes and say, um, I want to do a reading on you. And I'm like, okay, you could try, but it's not going to happen. I mean, it's not going to work. So you could try all you want. And they do. They try really hard and it doesn't work. They get mad, but oh well. Kurt said it was sad to see that guy who got shot and suddenly his uncle showed up. It was meant for that to happen. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm actually planning on hopefully they'll contact me so I could do a reading for the family and give them some closure because it wasn't just that guy. Like they lost a bunch of family members, I guess, within like a year period.
I don't know that.
So they need to get some closure.
I don't know that case. What situation is that?
That was the one, the cemetery video.
Okay.
The one where we got stalked by a weirdo that was standing behind me in the
Yeah.
shadows.
Okay.
And then we walked over to this guy's grave that was it was weird. Like I was being drawn towards that direction, and then as soon as we got to where the gravesite was, Donnie got drawn like directly to his gravesite. So we sat there and did a little bit of investigation, and all of a sudden the uncle just decides to come. And you know what the weird thing is? He didn't even see us. He didn't even see us sitting there. We had our lights on and our spotlight. Like we were just sitting there, and all of a sudden some dude's like walking up behind us, and I'm like, "Who is that?" And then he came and gave his nephew a kiss. And then he turned around and he saw us. I'm like, dude, you just literally passed us. And then you just like literally, like we were sitting right where you just passed us and you didn't see us. And he goes, no. He's like, I didn't even see any lights. I didn't see anybody. So we talked for a while. I had to turn the camera off because, he was talking about some deep shit and some, like private stuff, about family and his family and stuff. So I didn't want to put that on YouTube because technically his personal life and family and stuff is really not anyone else's business. And I didn't want him feeling uncomfortable talking to us, so I had to turn the camera off.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, it was crazy. That happened like one other time too, a couple of years ago. We got drawn to someone's gravesite, and all of a sudden their family members showed up. And they looked at us like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "What are you doing here?" So yeah. Whew. You guys take advantage of this $20 question for reading right now because you know me, I don't do $20 readings ever, 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 ever. So take advantage now. This is the only time, the only place where you guys could get that type of reading with that price.
And
Either me or Sabrina.
later on, people cry about it. I should have gotten a $20 reading. You remember that one girl?
Yeah. They do that all the time. Which one? There's been many cheap ones.
That's all we've been. Yeah, there's been a lot of cheap clients, especially on my end, who don't respect anything that I got going on.
Yeah, that's why I jumped in your life and made sure people would respect you. They need to. I mean, we're the ones doing all the work, basically helping people out. So, and those, I mean, I know, like, I know that like my viewers normally, like, I'm sure they're probably surprised that I'm doing readings with you, because everybody knows, like, I always work alone. And just to clear the air with everybody so you guys are not confused, Sabrina and I are not partners. Like, she has her own business, I have my own business. We just work together from time to time to help you guys out. You know what I mean?
The only connection we have. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. The only connection we have, it outside of the collaboration, is Monica's my mentor, and I'm a mentee. That's the only other connection in us collaborating, basically. Business wise.
Yep. And we always talk behind closed doors. We always talk behind closed doors. So we do a lot of work together. Without actually being business partners, but we still work together. Like, get it? Like, Sabrina
Yeah.
is the type of person, like, literally, like, we get along so well together. We work together, we get along, we talk a lot all the time. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yes.
I pick and choose who I want to work with, and she's the lucky winner.
I'm thankful for Monica, and like she said, we do a lot of brainstorming together and just really support and lift each other up, and that's the main thing. I'm very grateful for her. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And there's a lot of respect between us.
Much.
Kurt, I received your Cash App. Thank you. Why do what? Oh my God, I'm yawning again. Do you have a specific person, Kurt? Like, is it just a general feeling that you're having, or is it like a specific person that you want me to look into and tell you if they're a piece of shit or not? Oh, my back. It's time for me to go to another massage therapist.
Yeah.
All that talk about massage and stuff, I'm like, nope, I gotta go back. I have to. Kurt, is it a specific person that you want me to look into? Or are you just generalizing, like, you have a feeling somebody's doing something, like betraying you or lying to you? I'll wait until he answers and then I'll look into it. But in the meantime, I always tell this to people. If you have a gut feeling or some kind of an instinct or intuition about something, always, always go with your instinct and your intuition. Every time I didn't listen to my gut, my instinct, I kicked myself in the ass. Your instinct and your intuitions, your gut feelings, whatever you guys want to call it, it's there for a reason to protect you. Does it make sense?
And I noticed for me personally, when I have a gut instincts, it's like you can't. You try to, at times maybe dismiss it, but you can't dismiss it. It's just there.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Very, very true. And I learned it the hard way. Like, sometimes I have to take my own advice, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. But sometimes I'm like, God, like, what the hell? Like, why didn't I think of this and go with it? Like, it's screaming at me, but yet I'm like, okay, what is really going on? You know what I mean? One or more individuals, a lot of this thinks and my senses picking up on shit. I mean, I'm not as advanced as you guys. Yeah, Kurt, you're damn right. You're not as advanced as us because we're the cool ones in this group, okay? No, I'm kidding. You're pretty cool too.
He is.
So, give me a second. Let me look into it. There is one person that I'm picking up so far. I'm trying to figure out who that person is in the meantime. I'm gonna let you know. Dude, is chest cold, head cold? I mean, what else other colds can we get?
Okay.
Babe, where's that Advil? My head's pounding.
Oh, where's what?
The Advil
I
we bought
don't know who was on the
yesterday.
bed last night, and you came and moved all this shit, so I don't know.
I didn't even see it on the bed at
I
all.
don't know, babe. Everything was on the bed, a lot of stuff got moved, and I don't know where it is now. Including my frame.
You didn't take it in the bathroom yesterday?
Sure did.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you this, Kurt. What I'm seeing with this individual. Advil. So, this individual is somebody that you know. It's a male figure. And I don't know why I'm seeing this. Like, I see, like, you working with this person, but at the same time, this guy, like, he's into construction. I keep picking up, like, he works construction. I don't think he owns the company, or maybe, I don't know, he's higher up in that company, but he's a snake. And I believe you have gotten into it with this person before. Who's this person that I'm picking up on that's in construction? He literally works construction. Check the background real quick. That's it? Yeah? Kurt! No, I don't want to excite him.
It was on the bed, I don't get it.
Do we have a banana? There was a banana here yesterday. People keep stealing my bananas, you guys. Banana!
One thing I don't like about bananas is that
Yes,
they
yes,
get
yes.
ripe quick. They get ripe so quick. I hate it. I now want to research why does a banana ripe
Yeah.
faster?
I know, I like it when they're ripe because they're like super sweet and I love it.
I need to research
Thank you.
why a banana it gets ripe faster when you take it out the stalk, like when the bundle. Then it gets ripe super fast.
I found it. No. They were on the bed, but here's empty box.
So why do bananas go bad or go right fast?
You wanna know why? I know why.
Donnie knows why.
Because this part of the stem releases a toxin that tells the banana to ripen up faster. And so if you cover this part of the banana, you have to take every banana off the stem. And once you take every banana off the stem, you wrap this part with tinfoil and it keeps your bananas longer. Otherwise, this part tells your bananas to start ripening up the fall fruit.
Oh, I did not know.
See, I know they use this book information. So look, there's empty box. That means it was on our bed.
But I do know that if you are allergic to bananas or avocado, 9 times out of 10 you're allergic to latex because they use bananas. I think they use a banana tree or something like that. To
For
create
latex?
Yeah.
To make latex?
Yeah. That's something I had to learn. I'm just always spitting out.
That's so weird because I'm allergic to latex, but I'm not allergic to bananas or avocados.
What? So they had to use a latex-free gloves on you, like the doctor. Are you allergic to tomatoes?
Yeah, it's in every doctor's office I've ever been to. It's in my charts. It's in my records.
Are
No,
you
I'm not allergic to tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Just latex.
I'm allergic to the weirdest thing.
What are you allergic to?
Tylenol.
You're allergic to Tylenol?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I mean, there's some medications I can't take. I can't take narcotic medications. They make me nauseated. I get a bad reaction. I don't like it.
I'm allergic to beer. Every time I drink it, I break out stuff.
You know, the most common medication that people are allergic to is penicillin. I'm allergic to the state of Texas. I swell shut. I'm allergic to cheap clients.
Babe, someone commented, I'm allergic to the state of Texas. I swell shut. I'm allergic to stupid people.
Mine was fun.
As soon as I get a cheap client, I just start wheezing.
Oh, Lord. We better not have any cheap clients around you then. She's allergic to cheap clients. She starts wheezing. Johnny said he's allergic to beer. Every time he drinks it, he breaks out in cuffs. Kurt said, I found out I was allergic to latex dating an ex years ago. Found out the hard way. Donnie would understand that. I think we all get that.
Except for I wanted, I never had nothing on my hands.
we don't use anything. Yep. Yes, to answer your question, Kurt, construction can also be a handyman. Somebody that, like I said, basically a handyman, like building things, working on things, like hands-on. This individual that I'm talking about, you did get into it before with that person. And I don't like his energy. And to be honest with you, he's a snake. And for some reason, I don't know what's up with this fool, but he's really mean to kids. I don't know what's up with the deal with him and kids. He does not like kids, or I don't know. Like who? Okay, I don't like certain type of kids that are brats. But for him, it's like kids irritate him. It's almost like, the topic of being allergic. Like this guy's like allergic to kids or something. Like he doesn't like kids and he's really mean to them. Does it make sense? Bebe kids. Yes. Someone said Bebe kids. That's funny. I'm trying to think of what else I'm allergic to. I think that's about it. My dad's allergic to penicillin, so he can't take that. But mine is like latex and besides stupid people with no common sense. And narcotic drugs like pills as narcotics, and I've never done drugs in my life, and I'm never planning on ever doing it. And I'm very damn proud of myself for that. But like even like the strong pills, medications, like prescription pills that doctors prescribe sometimes, I've always declined. Even when I ended up in a hospital with my pneumonia a few years ago, they tried to give me morphine and I declined. I was like, I don't want morphine. So they just gave me Advil.
I was administered Ativan before in the hospital, and I didn't like it. It made me hallucinate. They didn't even ask my permission like that either way. but I was experiencing sleep deprivation, so that probably exacerbated like the symptoms. But as soon as they gave me, I saw giraffes, elephants, all that on the wall. Not good. I don't want medication.
What's up with you and giraffes? I can't with you anymore. Oh my God. You know what? Okay, I have a very funny story about giraffes, okay? So, when my kids were really little, a couple years ago, we went to the zoo. And it was the LA Zoo in California when we went down there to visit family. And this this zoo is like, it's huge. Like, it has all kinds of animals. Like me, I'm an animal lover. So unfortunately, Vegas shut down all their zoos, so there is no zoo here anymore.
What?
Plus, the one that they had, it was sad because all the animals were in poor condition. They were kept in poor condition, so they shut down. So when we went down to LA, I was like, okay, let's go ahead and see, some animals. So we went to the zoo, and this place is really big. Now, out of all the animals in the world, you guys are gonna love this. You're gonna get a kick out of this. Out of all the animals in the world in the zoo, we were bypassing elephant. No, not elephant. Was it? I think there was I don't know. I don't remember. But I know it was a big, gigantic animal. It could have been a hippopotamus. Whatever. There was two big giraffes. Two big giraffes, okay? One of the giraffe was standing on the back with two legs up, standing on the back of the other giraffe. And I swear when I say this, his thing was out, okay? Like he was getting ready to mate or something. I was so mesmerized as how big his thing was. I never knew in a million years how their thing is almost as long and big as their fucking necks.
What?
I'm talking about, I can't even fit the screen of how big. It's not even this big. I'm talking about, imagine this multiplied by 40 times bigger. And I'm standing there filming and taking pictures of these two giraffes, literally taking pictures and filming. And I'm so mesmerized and I'm so like excited. Like I've never seen anything like that in my life before, like that big. And without even thinking twice, like realizing that there's other people around me, I was literally so excited to see, this happening right in front of me that I was yelling for my family. Like I was yelling for my husband. I was like, babe, come and look at this giraffe. Look, his thing is so big. Like I'm just screaming out loud without thinking there's other people there. Next thing you know, I turn around and there's a bunch of people that busted out laughing. They were cracking, like they were looking at me and laughing like, you are so excited to see a giraffe thing. And I'm like, no, it's not that. I've just never seen it that big before. Like it was just the weirdest thing. And then when you told me to name my corn snake Giraffe, I remembered that. So my favorite zoo animal is a giraffe.
I know, but growing up, my favorite animal was a giraffe. I always wanted one. Instead of a horse, I wanted a giraffe. But I just think I would have to move to Africa because there's no way the permit, all that is super expensive. But yeah. If I can go back in time to when I was young, a teenager, I think I'll do volunteering. I forgot what it's called, but when you volunteer and then they take you all around, like, for animals and people philanthropy work. And I could be in the safari. The thing that angers me the most is poaching when they kill the elephants. I don't like that.
Ooh.
For ivory.
Yeah, I don't like animals getting killed for anything, for any reason. But that's crazy. Babe,
Right.
so I was telling them the giraffe story at the zoo
Yeah.
and caught a bunch of people's attention because I was so excited about seeing that thing we're doing. So, you know what Kurt said? He said, Donnie, you hear what she's saying about giraffes? You, sir, are a lucky man. He's a very lucky man, yes. I watched that new Bill Burr on Netflix where he tried mushrooms and started self-reflection. So this group sharing with a side of humor kind of fits. That's funny. Babe, shut the door, please.
Kurt,
Goddamn giraffes.
if you have another question, you could definitely make another payment. And also, guys, if you want one question reading, it's $20. You can send it either to me or Monica, whoever, and we will answer your question.
I don't. I can't see if this person is a relative or non-relative. I don't know why it keeps pulling me as a cousin, Kurt. It keeps pulling me as a cousin, but at the same time, like, because at one point, like, you guys had a connection. Like, you guys were really close. You guys were really cool. But having a falling out with this person because not only did you pick up on this person's energy not being loyal or faithful, and yes, this person gossips um more than women gossip. And on top of that, he how should I say this? He needs to cut down on his drinking. I mean, yeah, I drink once in a while, and you guys, I have nothing to hide. You guys see it, I don't care. But I'm talking about this guy's an excessive drinker. Maybe he'll be a better person if he doesn't drink, but I don't see him in any time of him being sober. Like, he's always drinking. Do you know who I'm talking about? Maybe that will jog your memory of who this person is. He doesn't like kids, and he likes to drink, and he likes to gossip a lot, worse than women gossip. Silver is trying to get better at that redhead. Some slack. That's funny. Thank you. Kurt, does it make sense? Are you starting to relate to who I'm talking about right now? So yeah, to answer your question, there is a snake around you. And I would not mention anything personal about you, your family, your life, anything personal in front of this guy or to this person. And you know what the funny thing is? This individual has such a negative energy, like this negative vibe about this person, that he he how should I say this? He kills. He's a party pooper. You get what I'm saying? He's a party pooper. Like people will gather around and have fun, and then all of a sudden he arrives and boom, like everything, like everyone's mood is fucked up because of him. So you're not the only person that doesn't like this guy's energy and who he is and how he is. There's a lot of people that do talk shit about him too behind his back. Kurt said I hit it on the nail. I know it's because it's me. It's me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You can all sit down now. Thanks for all the applause. I'm kidding. Okay, now donate again for another question. I'm having fun. Donate to Sabrina as well if you guys want. She does readings. I do readings. We're a big happy family here. We're just having fun.
Yes.
I swear to God, Sabrina, one day I need to fly your ass down here. Like, we need to go and do an investigation.
You know, I'm a bit scared. You know, but like you tell me all the time, do not be fearful. I did have some experiences in the cemetery, but I definitely will feel safe with you.
Oh,
So I'm honored. I would love that. Love to go down and do an investigation with you.
yay. Okay, so the hotel that I want you to stay at when you come, okay, so there's three major hotels that are really, really haunted. I'm trying to think which one of the three. One of them is the Luxor. I think I'm going to have you stay at the Luxor. Take Bill Moore with you. That will be hilarious. Did I tell you the elevator story at the Luxor?
Yes. When it opened at that certain floor.
Okay, so okay, yeah. So those who don't know the video, I actually took a video and it's on my channel. So when we're done, you guys go check it out. We go to the Luxor Hotel with our kids. It's nice to get out of the house once in a while and go get a hotel and all this stuff. Well, somebody had contacted me telling me, well, since you guys rent hotels and cabins all the time going out, why don't you go to the Luxor? And I need you to try out the 23rd floor, and I need you guys to try out the elevator. So I said, okay. So the following week, we book in a hotel, but we get a suite on the top floor, not the 23rd floor. I forgot it was like 26, 27, something like that. The top floor, there's the suites. So we get a suite, and then late at night, when our kids are sleeping, we get out of the hotel room. We go downstairs. I can't even remember what the fuck we did. But then, like a little while later, we're like, okay, let's go back to the room. As soon as we went in the elevator, it just clicked to me, and I remembered what that person said about the elevator. So they said, go to the 23rd floor and see what happens. I'm like, okay. So we hit 20. Wait, what floor were we in? 26, 27, something like that at the Luxor, right?
Top floor.
Top floor, yeah. So we only hit the floor that we wanted to go, where um our hotel room was. So, and we didn't do anything else. The elevator keeps going up and up, and both Donnie and I say, if there's spirits, if this hotel is haunted, if the 23rd floor is haunted, stop on the 23rd floor. And I didn't think it was going to happen. I was like, okay, maybe somebody was hallucinating when they told me that story. Maybe somebody, whatever. Like, I was just like, I have to debunk things before I make sure that it's real. Like, I have to see with my own eyes so I can judge and say, yes, it's real, or no, it's not. So we get in an elevator, we're going up, and we both keep saying, and the camera, you could see, like, I'm pointing at the buttons. Only one button is pushed, and that is the button to our suite. That's it. So we go slowly, going up, 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor, 6th floor, up, just going up, getting into the 20s. And we kept saying, if this place is really haunted, if the elevator's haunted, and if the 23rd floor is really haunted, then make sure that you guys stop the elevator on the 23rd floor. We get to the 23rd floor, the elevator stops, and the fucking doors open. And we film it. There's nobody there. No one on the 23rd floor, nobody by the elevators, nobody pushed a button, nobody did anything. It literally stopped on the 23rd floor. So that made me a believer that, yes, this hotel is haunted. And that's one of the hotels that I want you to go. But you're going to stay by yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to own a pet or something. Is there something called rent a pet, where you can rent a pet for a couple days?
You can borrow one of my dogs. You don't even have to rent it. You could take it for free. I'll give you one of my little dogs.
Okay.
I'm serious. You could take Loki. You could take Mocha. Just take them.
I believe I experienced a haunted hotel before too. Estee. I'm not 100% sure if it was employees or if it was,
Tell me the story.
a ghost. We had to look into it later on, but I was staying in this hotel. I was led to this hotel, and this hotel is really modern. Like, it's really modern. And I'll take a shower or whatever, like, and when I get out, the temperature in the AC changed. Like, it'll probably be like 77 degrees, and when I come out, it's like 83. I'm like, okay, that's weird, because that happened 2-3 times. I went to sleep. I had 2 queens in the bed.
So it goes up instead of down.
Yeah, it was going up. From what I remember, up. Because that was almost 2 years ago. And then I had 2 queen beds in there, but it was just me. So the other queen bed was basically made and was empty. So I was sleeping on the other queen bed, and when I woke up, it was like an impression of someone sitting there. Like somebody sitting there and then their feet on the floor. On the bed, like on the bed sheets. And then I took a nap or something like that, or
What?
I went out, and when I came back, there was towels on those cushions that they have for couches, but it's like the one you could put your feet on there. So I called think this is something. I think it's called B Hotel in Orlando. I called and I was like, "Is there anyone that brought towels here? Is there any room service that brought towels here? I did not request for extra towels." They're like, "No, no one did that." So I'm just confused why all that happened. So I'm still confused to this day. So I'll figure out later on. But it was weird. Those are the things that happened to me there. Heard footsteps too. It was just so confusing to me that it was so modern, but it was like weird.
Yeah, I definitely want to look into that. Definitely want to look into that.
My spiritual gifts were so new. Like it was so new. So I did not know what's going on because like I'm not a medium yet. I don't claim to be one. I am psychic though.
Yeah, I really want to look into that because, I mean, when your spiritual doors open or start to open, sometimes it does get confusing of whether there's a spirit around you or it's just your mind playing tricks on you. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm mentoring you so you can tell the difference and know the difference. And eventually, like, once you get down pat with the spell work and everything else, then we're going to get into that spiritual stuff where I'm going to start opening up your doors a little bit more. And that way it's not going to be so confusing for you. You know what I mean? So that way you can know the difference between, like, was it a spirit or was it just your paranoia? Because I get paranoid at times too until I figure out, yes, it's a spirit or not. Because sometimes I don't like being surprised by a spirit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, leave me alone. So, oh, and just to let you guys know, Wisconsin is really haunted. I'll tell you guys a story about that in just a second. Um, Morningstar said, how do you relax or ground living in a city? Haunted woods. Yeah, there's a lot of times that I say the same thing. I rather deal with spirits or animals than human beings because sometimes human beings can be really cruel, really mean, really selfish. So I don't really like that. But yeah, that's why I'm actually planning on buying a house next year when the prices go back down. I'm planning on buying a house sometime next year, and we're getting the hell out of Nevada. I don't want to be in Nevada anymore. I can't say exactly where we're going yet because I'm not too sure, but I do know that we want to move to the country, and I want to have a couple of acres and a land, and I want my closest neighbor to be a mile away. Kurt said, I stayed in Luxor before. I believe the elevators go up and down diagonally. Kind of cool. I think that's what it looks like from the outside, but when you're inside the elevator, it feels like it's going like straight up and down. So I don't know if it's an illusion, like your mind, like our eyes playing tricks on us because of the way that the hotel is built, but inside is actually straight. The only thing that's diagonal that I thought was really cool, because we were on the top floor with the suites are at, our window was diagonal. It was like this. It wasn't up and down straight. Our window was actually diagonal. You have to stay. Oh, and there's no. You're not. There's no. I'm gonna throw you into the woods, Sabrina. You're staying on the 23rd floor. Just to let you know. I mean, the whole entire hotel is haunted itself, but the 23rd floor is where it's really, really active. And like I said, you're going to be there by yourself. If you want to borrow one of my dogs, I would gladly let you borrow one of my dogs for comfort. But I'm not going to be there with you. I'm going to be about 20 minutes away, about 30 minutes away from you because I don't live anywhere near the strip. It's because I love you so much.
I don't even know. I'm not gonna say nothing. Oh my gosh, that would be a lot. A lot. You know, and I know later down the line you will help me learn how to control my energy, especially in highly dense uh, areas of spiritual activity or a lot of because whenever I go in areas of dense spirituality, like the convention or before I went into that mental hospital, I feel off every single time. So that's something we could talk about later. I don't know if it just comes with experience or is this like, you know, techniques to it. So I'm going to write it down. Yeah. That's something I really want to learn is how to not let the environment affect
Yeah.
my energetic field, basically. Do mentoring because I am, you know, taking Monica's mentoring classes. So if you guys are interested, highly recommend.
Yes, you guys have to take my mentoring classes. No doubt about that. Morningstar said, by the way, I love the name Morningstar. So I love your profile name. Said haunted hotels are normally sketchy in appearance and located on a road with nothing else. It's that kind of location where atrocity happens. Atrocity. I can't even read anymore. Atrocity happens, and the mad just flips the mattress, or the maid just flips. What the fuck? I can't even read. The maid just flips the mattress. I would love to go to a haunted hotel in the middle of nowhere.
Oh man.
I know I'm crazy like that, but I want to do it. So we might be taking a road trip somewhere.
I want to take a road trip. I really do.
You want to do it?
You know, if we were to take a road trip, I would recommend us to go to like New Orleans. Have you ever been to New Orleans?
Mm-mm.
Oh, we have to go then. That's the number one place I want to go to.
Okay. We could
I
definitely go there.
I had a person that lived in New Orleans and she literally told me the spirits there are so strong. She said that she told me a story about this guy found this girl and they were partying together at the club and at the end of the night he even kissed her and hugged her and then later on he found out she was a spirit. She was a solid. From New Orleans.
That just came through in my ear. She was a spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, I need a shot.
So she says literally um you could be driving or walking down the streets, you'll see people that look like they're in 1800 clothing, like slavery time, all that. Like it's spirits. There's so many trapped spirits there.
That's my type of place to go to. We definitely can go there. You know where else I want to go? I want to go to Salem in Massachusetts.
Oh,
We have to go there. We have to go there.
yeah, and I definitely down to do a lot of traveling. That's something I want to do to make as my hobby. I feel bad for the guy because she's like, yeah, he went crazy. Listen, I think maybe he thought, okay, I'm gonna get this girl number, we're gonna hit it off, and potentially, be date or whatever the case is, to find out she's a ghost, and you dance with her and everything.
I have a somewhat similar experience. Um, this is a couple of months after I had my son. No, sorry. Yeah, a couple of months after I had my son, about 10 years ago. My husband said, let's, what do you want to do tonight? Um, my dad was babysitting the kids and I wanted to go out because, between being a new mom again for the third time and working, I was really tired and frustrated. And I was just like, I need a break. Like, I want to go out. I want to, go dancing, go drinking, do something like just to get out. Now, we don't do clubs. I mean, country club, yeah, we've gone there. I actually worked in one of the corporate offices in a country club, Stoney's Rockin' something. I haven't been there in a long time. I worked in their corporate office for a while, so we used to go to the country club and walk in for free because I worked there. But um, I told my husband, I said, I want to get away from the world and just, and another place I love to go is to play pool. Like, I love to play pool. So we left the kids at home with my dad and we went to go play pool. Heh. Their bartender said, do you want any drinks? We got a pool table in the back, just me and my husband. I mean, that place was packed though. And he said, do you want any drinks? And I said, yeah, I want a couple of shots of tequila. He said, okay, I'll bring it over to the table. So he brings me a shot of tequila. And it's like, it takes a lot for me to feel alcohol. Like, my body's so immune to it. No, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink all the time. But uh, growing up in a family, like my culture, like everybody drinks. You know what I mean? Like, because we like to have fun. We like to party. Like, we're not we're not dead yet. You know what I mean? We still like to enjoy life. So he was like, he brought me a shot one after another, and I told him, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. So I don't even know how many shots later, I started feeling a little bit of a buzz. The music is playing really loud. Me and my husband are having fun. And we opens beer, yes. And so I get really hot. And this is in the middle of winter, okay? This is like it's really, really, really cold. Hi Mira, welcome. And I get really hot in the bar. So I take my jacket off and we're still playing. I had a black leather jacket. We're still playing pool. And I get really, really hot. So I take my sweater off. And now I am like I'm wearing right now, like um my sports bra and like a really nice shirt on top. And so I'm in the mood to like dance and have fun and play and this and that. And all of a sudden, one of my favorite songs come on. So I'm dancing. I start dancing. And my husband's like, "Are you dancing or are you playing?" I'm like, "I'm doing both. Like, we're just, having fun." Where he got really pissed off at me because I jumped up on top of the pool table. Yes, Monica has a wild side on her. But thank God I go with my husband because he keeps me under control sometimes. But I start dancing on the pool table. Now, more than half that night, I don't really, really remember because by the time I got home, I was hammered. Okay. And it felt good because, like I said, even though I drink and take shots here and there, I don't get, like, my kids have never seen me drunk. I can control the alcohol level, you know what I mean, as much as I drink. And I know my limit. So, like, I'm dancing on the pool table. All of a sudden, my husband says, I attempted to take my shirt off. And next thing you know, there's guys that were like surrounding my pool table and whistling and clapping at me. And my husband goes, "What the fuck are you doing? Get down." He literally carried me out of the place. And as he's carrying me out, people are like, "No, let her stay, don't go, don't take her, blah, 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 blah." Which I thought was funny, but I mean, funny at that time. So we get home. Oh no, on the way home, my husband says, "I'm driving," because normally I drive. Like, I don't like to be in a passenger seat. I get seasick if I'm in the passenger seat of a car. So I have to be the one driving. Well, my husband took my car keys. He goes, "Obviously you can't drive." We're driving home on the freeway, going about 65, 70 miles an hour. I get so nauseated, I roll down my window and start throwing up. Now listen to this. I'm throwing up out of the window, but because of the wind direction, I don't know how it happened, all my throw up came back in the car and hit the side of my husband's face and body. And it was all over in my front seat. So we get home. He walks me into my room and he's like, "All right, lay down in the room." No, he washes me up first. He washes me up because I had throw up all over me too. So he helps me change my clothes, washes me up, and puts me into bed. And he's like, "Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to go out and clean the car." I said, "Okay, that's fine." So I'm laying down. Listen to this. I'm laying down and I can't think for the life of me. Like at that time, like my soul left my body, And I didn't even care if I was drunk or not at the time because I barely get drunk anyway. So to me, it was worth it, right? So I'm laying down and I'm like, the room is spinning. And all of a sudden, I hear a man's voice. And this whole time, I'm thinking it's my husband. I hear a man's voice come into my room and pulls the blanket over me, like covers me up. Now I'm laying, like my back is towards the bedroom door. So I don't see anybody coming in or out, but I can hear footsteps. And somebody's like, "Are you okay, Monica?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just feel a little cold right now." So next thing you know, the blanket gets pulled up on me, like all the way to my neck to warm me up. And I'm feeling a hand like rubbing my back, my neck, my shoulders up and down, telling me it's okay, you'll be okay. Now, let me tell you, this whole time I thought it was my husband. Okay, I thought it was my husband. So he's rubbing my neck, my back, my shoulders, like trying to warm me up, telling me it's okay, like you'll be fine, and you just need to sleep it off, and that he was proud of me, that I did good tonight, and blah 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 blah, and like not to worry about it because nobody's gonna judge me just because I got drunk that one night. And I was like, I didn't even care about that. Like, I really don't give a shit. It's not for people to judge me anyway. So then, as that was happening, my husband walks in the bedroom, and he goes, "Babe, are you sleeping right now? And I go, no, why? He's like, who are you just talking to right now? I turn around and look, and there's nobody there. Come to find out, it was one of my spirits, my protectors, that physically manifested himself into our realm, that was able to physically cover me up with a blanket and rub my body up and down to keep me warm, to warm me up.
Oh.
And I thought that was the coolest shit in the world. Like, anybody else would have freaked out. I liked it. I was like, fuck yeah.
No, that is cool because it shows like they really care. Like they care about you.
So yeah. Really, really cool. Kurt said New Orleans is very haunted. I've heard this from priests. I heard that New Orleans is haunted too. I heard it too. But I heard a lot of crazy stories about Salem and Massachusetts. That's always been on my bucket list to go. If you guys want to donate to help me make that trip, I would highly appreciate it and love you guys forever for that. Morningstar said, do y'all study occultism like astrology? No, I don't do astrology. Yeah, but resurrection is real. It can happen. I can personally do it as well. Like I know how to do all that stuff, but I came close to doing it one time. But when I looked more into it, people were saying, and I'm not just talking about regular people. I'm talking about like real psychic mediums like me that have had that experience, have tried to attempt to do it. If you try to resurrect a body, raise him up, basically become alive again, it's not going to be that same person. So it could be the same spirit of that person, but it's going to be dark. It's not going to be the same person that left its body. Does that make sense? So no, like I don't recommend anybody to resurrect anyone, period.
Dark as
It's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous game.
it's just their dark side.
What?
Dark as it's just the person's dark side.
I'm waiting to hear it in this. Yeah, so basically what happens is if your spirit needs to rest. Once it crosses over, like leaves your body, it needs to rest. It needs to go to where it belongs. If it's forcefully kept on earth where it doesn't belong here anymore and it doesn't want to stay anymore, they will turn dark. So basically, like you won't even recognize that person anymore, the person that's inside the body, because it is them, but it's not them. Like they, just like spirits, like without even the resurrection part, just like regular spirits walking amongst us, those who are stuck on earth that want to move on and they're not able to, they will start turning dark because that's the anxiety of not being able to cross over properly, then go where they're supposed to. It's a mixture of that, a mixture of depression, frustration, anger. You put all that together and you create this negative ball. Just like when I say we all tend to create negative energies around us, spirits do that as well. Except for them, they turn dark, they turn demonic. Because now they don't care. Like they're so desperate to move on and they're not able to. They really don't care if they're dark or not. They'll do whatever it takes to cross over to where they're supposed to go. And during that process and that time of trying, again, that frustration, that anger, the disappointment, I mean, like everything comes together and they create that amongst themselves, and the negative energy around them, and it turns them dark. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Poltergeists are living people that are psychic in my experience. My dad can spin a pop can with just a blank mind. He had vertical lines. Oh my God, I'm so glad that you said this. Because sometimes when I tell people this, they think I'm crazy, and I'm really not crazy. I just know I know my shit, and I know what I'm doing. I can move things, and it's not your mind, it's your energy. You can create energies around you with your mind, but your mind is not the one that's moving objects. It's your energy that's moving objects. But you're able to do that. You're able to control your energy with your mind. Does that make sense? So, for example, and Sabrina, I've told this before to you. I believe I did, if I'm not mistaken. I have broken glass. I mean, when I get pissed off, my energy tends to create. When I get pissed off, my energy tends to create like this whirlwind around me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I notice at times when I'm really, really, really upset and pissed off, it could be a beautiful, sunny fucking day, no wind, no nothing. All of a sudden, this gust of wind comes out of nowhere. That's my energy. Not everybody could do that, though. And then also, I have broken glasses. I have moved things with my energy without even touching them before. Glasses have shattered right in front of me, just walking by with my energy. And I have levitated. So, levitation, and not too many people could do that either.
You're the real MVP.
People that die horribly, I've seen return made whole that with the exception of their mind. They're still freaking out. They seem to go to sleep when they run out of energy. Yep. Those also like had near death experiences. People can't understand how they come when they come back alive, or like they died. Excuse me, they died and came back. They don't understand how that happens. Why they're all of a sudden they're spiritual, why all of a sudden they can see and hear spirits. Because when you die, all your spiritual doors open. You get what I'm saying? All your spiritual doors, even the ones that are closed right now, in the spiritual realm, there's no limit. I mean, there's no doors, like they're gone. Everything's wide open to you. When you come back into your body, you come back alive, you come back with all your doors open. Your doors don't automatically close back up to where it was when you came back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people experience all that when they come back after a near death experience, or they actually die for a few minutes and come back. So yeah, that's where your doors open up.
That makes a lot of sense. A lot of people talk about that. I've seen it.
I should make a video about that.
You should.
Remind me. In the next few days, I'll make a video about that. So people who hold or trap spirits or demons against their will to do harm to others can turn into huge backfire and cause harm to the person who evoked them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Unless you know what you're doing, don't mess with spirituality. That's why I don't teach the workings of spirituality, like how to work and this and that publicly, because that is a liability and I'm not going to be responsible. If I teach certain spiritual stuff that are very, very powerful publicly out there, then no, it's like, no. And then you try it and you get hurt or hurt someone else by accident without knowing what you're doing. And I'm not going to be responsible for that. That's why people take my mentoring classes and you guys actually sign a contract, because whatever I teach you, whatever you want to learn, I teach you. Whatever you practice on your own, contract states you're doing it out of your own free will. I'm not responsible for it. You know, you're a grown adult. You take responsibility for your own actions. The dead return and resurrect with very little energy. It feels like a not bumping into you when they're throwing haymakers. Yeah, it does take a lot of energy out. You're absolutely right. It does take a lot of energy. Let me switch my headphones. These ones are dying. So we're going to be on for like 5 more minutes, and then we're jumping into TikTok. Unless you want to do TikTok tomorrow, that's up to you, because I know it's like really late where you're at.
Yeah, we could definitely do it tomorrow because I'm gonna wake up early.
Okay. We'll definitely do it tomorrow. Channeling the dead, for instance, requires some living to donate some energy. It's not some energy, it's a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy out of us. Like when I do my seances to connect with spirits for my clients, like their loved ones that crossed over, whoever they want to communicate with, by the end of the seance, I'm dead. I'm like, don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. Don't even be around me. And I become very cranky and bitchy, because when somebody that has very low energy, you try to talk to them and interact with them, they will beat the shit out of you. All that energy will come back for that split second just to punch you in the face, because we don't want to deal with anything or anybody. Like a lot of times when I'm doing my seances, at the end when I'm done, I shut down. Like I close all my spiritual doors. I don't even want to hear my own spirits here, okay? I just I don't care for spirits at that time. So I shut down, and the rest of the night I go to bed early and re-energize myself. What other cool stories do you have?
With spirits, I haven't experienced much hauntings experience as a get. Sorry. The major ones I said is the ones that I've mostly experienced. I mean, there was that one time that this guy knocked on the door and he was looking for a massage therapist in the residential neighborhood, which was weird to me. And I told you about it, and you're like, this guy didn't even have feet. So he was a solid that was like, part of him was missing.
Oh, I remember that story.
And then he just after he asked for the massage therapist, he just walked away. Like there was no car, there was no nothing. Like why would you walk in a Orlando is not New York City. It's not, most people have cars or something. You're not gonna walk into a neighborhood looking for a massage therapist. That makes no sense.
Just go. That Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised coming from someone that, sees and hears spirits every day. But
Yeah, I'm starting.
I,
I'm
you know what I want to do? I want to have one of my guys like manifest themselves in front of somebody and then film it and then just be like, okay, what the fuck? Like just film it and post it just to see their reaction.
oh man.
I think that'd be funny. You okay, Sonny? Son, bring me your phone. It's bedtime. I don't understand why kids these days don't want to sleep. If I can take a nap all day, every day, I would. I guess the older we get, the more we want to sleep.
Yes.
Bye, you guys. You guys have 5 more minutes talking about sleeping. I'm making myself yawn right now.
Yes, guys. Final call for reading.
5 more minutes for you guys to donate for questions. Hurry up. You guys are not going to get the $20 deal. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, final call for readings.
Yes. Come on, you guys. Don't be cheap. Chop, 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 chop. I don't want after the reading you guys contacted me asking for the $20 deal or contacting Sabrina asking for the $20 deal. Not going to happen. Take advantage right now. Come on, Kurt. I'm waiting for you. Morningstar, waiting for you. And for everyone else, do it now. We gotta go. Let's hurry up. Last questions. Come on. For a living psychic to astral project and become visible to others requires a lot of energy. You know what's funny? I have proof of me astral projecting and making myself visible to people. Last year I had a stalker who was trying to make my life miserable. Well, it backfired on him. So I warned him many times to leave me the fuck alone, and he wouldn't. He was stalking my accounts. I got a notification in my email, in my work email, saying that so and so is trying to hack into your email. I made police reports. I even went to the FBI because he was trying to hack into my email. You know, all that shit. So I did all the physical stuff that I was supposed to, the legal things that I was supposed to do legally to protect myself and my family. Plus, I'll fucking will not hesitate to put a bullet in his head or anybody that comes onto my property. Yes, I'm that crazy. But
You have the right to defend yourself.
one night I decided enough is enough because he was taking too much of my time. I said enough is enough, and he was sending me nasty messages, calling me every name in the book. I said, okay, motherfucker, I'm going to show you. You calling me a bitch? I'll be a bitch. So I ended up sending him a bunch of demons. That night I did astral projection. and I showed up in his house, in his bedroom, with my demons. I manifested my energy into the physical realm for him to see me. He saw me. He was wide awake. My demons were tormenting him. All of a sudden, he hears my voice, and then I appear in front of him. And he fucking screams. Literally almost shits his pants. Of course, after that, he left me alone. But not only did I go after him, I went after his mother because his mother was worse than him. A lying tramp that actually found out mother and son were sleeping together. That's how nasty these people were. So I exposed them. And then he messaged me the next day telling me word for word of what he saw the night before. That he saw me and I looked like a demon to him. He saw a bunch of demons around him, that we were tormenting him. He had marks on his body from head to toe. He had scratches. He had bruises. Some of his body parts were swollen. Yeah, thanks to me and my demons. You're damn right. We beat the shit out of this guy. To a point where if he was older, he probably would have had a heart attack. He messaged me apologizing, telling me that he will never bother me again, that I'm the real deal. Because before that, he was telling people not to come to me because I'm fake. Bitch, I'm going to show you fake. So he admitted that he knew all along that I was real. That he will never doubt me again. And he will never, ever bother me again. Promised me all this shit just so I could take my demons away from him. And I will never appear to him ever again. He was scared to death. So I took screenshots of those messages and I posted them on my Facebook. So don't fuck with me. But yes, it can be done. Kurt said, I stayed in a hotel in South Georgia and that night I heard a man and woman fighting next door at night. Next morning I asked front desk if anyone stayed next to me and no one was there. I had that same experience when I went to Wisconsin like 2 years ago for a case I was working on for one of my clients. Yes, I do travel around the world. And my hotel room was haunted too. And my hotel actually had a joint room where I thought like all night I was hearing voices and stuff. And I thought I was like, okay, what the fuck's going on? I went downstairs. I was on the top floor. I went downstairs and asked the front desk. And it's an older hotel, so we didn't have a phone in the room for some reason. So I had to walk downstairs. There's no elevator, so I had to walk downstairs and ask if there was somebody next door because I was going to rent both rooms. And at first they told me that someone had booked in that room to show up. Later that night, when I went and asked, did these people show up? Are they okay? Because I kept hearing footsteps next door. And I kept hearing knocking like this on the door. Now, of course, I'm not going to open it because I don't know if it's a serial killer next to me or not. And I was the only one. I traveled by myself that time. So it was just me alone in a hotel room. And they told me, no, the guy never showed up. There shouldn't be anybody there. I said, well, someone keeps knocking the door. And I keep hearing footsteps and some noises going on next door. And they said, no, there shouldn't be anybody there. So one of the ladies took the key and we walked upstairs together and she opened the door and there's nobody there. Nobody's there. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, is this place haunted? Yes. Okay. That makes sense. So later on, late that night, I went live on Facebook and I had put my nightgown, like my nightly clothes on the bed, which you could see in the video behind me. And I'm sitting at the desk and I'm going live and my camera's right there. And all of a sudden, people are typing really fast. Look behind you, look behind you. What the fuck? Something just flew. Your clothes just flew off the bed. I turn around and I look. My clothes literally flew off the bed. And they were telling me when I reviewed the video too, I saw it. they didn't just slide off. Like, you know how sometimes you'll put clothes at the edge of the bed and then like later on it'll just slide off due to gravity. No, my clothes floated in the air and flew off the bed. And then again, the knocking happened, the footsteps happened. I kept hearing a man coughing, but again, there was nobody there. So people on Facebook were freaked out. They were actually worried about me because they heard all that commotion coming from next door. And they were like, Monica, what hotel are you in? Like, literally, like, there were some people that were getting ready to book a flight and just to come and make sure I'm okay. Like, just to stay with me, just to keep me safe. And I was like, I'm fine, you guys. I'm not scared of spirits. Like, I've been dealing with demons all my life, so I'm not scared of spirits. It didn't really bother me. I mean, I slept pretty good that night, too. But yeah, that was one of my crazy experiences with the hotel. Another crazy experience. So you're staying in a hotel on the 23rd floor now with just a camera and your abilities? Yes, she is. I can answer that for her. Right, Sabrina?
Well, we'll see. I know I'm gonna end up doing it, but I'm gonna book maybe a regular hotel just in case. Simultaneously. But the dog is gonna help. You know what? I'm not gonna put any negativity out there. I'll do it.
Listen. You're gonna do it. I know you can do it. Hey, I got thrown into the wolves. I had no mentor. I couldn't really tell anybody at the time when I realized I had spiritual abilities. I did everything on my own. I was my own teacher. You're lucky that you have me. And if you need me, I could literally pop in and out anytime I want in that hotel. So you have nothing to worry about. I'm not going to put you somewhere where you're going to physically get hurt. You're just going to experience a little bit of haunting here and there and document it.
Okay.
Get it?
Yes, I trust you.
So there you go, you guys. She confirmed. She's going to do it. We don't know exactly when, but we'll make it happen.
Yes, we will.
I'll even get you the discount, the residence discount.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. There's an airline called Spirit, and I believe it's haunted with shitty customer service, bag check fees, and delays. I don't fly Spirit. I heard a lot of bad things about that airline. I don't know why. I'm not bad mouthing them. I just never personally experienced it myself. But with a bunch of people who have, they don't recommend flying Spirit. Yay, you guys, we have a banana. Oh, I want to see if that Gabby Petito video, movies on Lifetime. Because I want to see how much truth they put into it and how much they lie in that movie. And those who don't know the story, go back on my live readings and you guys will see this Gabby Petito case where she was found dead and her boyfriend found dead. I predicted the whole story. I predicted everything that had happened her all the way from like the beginning of her death to the ending of her boyfriend's death. I don't even know what the name's called in the movie. I saw it on YouTube ad. On a YouTube ad, it said that it came out today on Lifetime. And I am in Lifetime, so I don't even know. I don't see it. Oh, remind me. I'm gonna find out. Okay, so Sabrina, you saw the lady that moved in next door to me, right? That black lady with her kid and stuff. I haven't seen her. What was it? 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
It's been almost 3 weeks now, right? Since we've seen her in my live video. Remember?
Yes.
I haven't seen her since.
What?
So I don't know if she was a fraud and just moved in. You know what I mean? I mean, she did tell me that she's a scammer. She's a scam artist. And she told me how she makes it, extra money on the side, which is not a way that I want to make money on the side. But yeah, I mean, I liked her because she was super cool. And every time, like, she used to come in the backyard all the time, and we would hang out and talk. I haven't, like, her door hasn't been open or closed. It's like the back window, one of the back windows in the house, the back of the house, where I could see from my backyard. The blinds are open, and they've been open for 3 weeks. And she normally closes those blinds before she goes to bed at night. She's a very private person too.
That's creepy.
So I don't know if she left. And the weird part is there was not one piece of furniture in that house when she moved in. She did not get any furniture or decorate that house. Nothing.
When I saw her for a brief second, I did pick up some darkness, like in her eyes. For a brief second, it shifted back to normal. So I didn't know what was going on, but I was just like, it's not my place,
You should have told me.
The eye thing, when it shifts from darkness to light, this is probably the second or third time me catching it. I'm not the best at it.
I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I'm hoping that she moved out versus thinking something bad happening to her in that house.
Do you have her information?
I have her phone number. I texted her a few days ago and didn't get a response. And then when I called, her phone went straight to voicemail. So I know it has nothing to do with me because her and I got along from like day one. I even went to that house in that house with her. She did mention something about she felt that house was haunted, and it is haunted. Because you remember that white bitch that used to live there, that crackhead, before she got evicted?
Mm-hmm.
She dabbled with spirituality without knowing what she was doing. She always talked about, I'm selling my soul, I need to make fast money, I never thought she actually did anything, but when I went into that house and she told me about it, because she knows I'm a psychic medium, so she had me go in that house with her, and yeah, I've been in that house many, many times before, and I've always felt something weird. But when I went to that house, when it was all empty and there was nobody there and it was just me and her, I felt like literal darkness there. Not just like regular spiritual energies, like darkness. So I'm hoping she actually moved out instead of something happening to her.
Oh my gosh. But she has kids, so I'm not sure.
She had 5 kids. Only one was with her, which is a little 2-year-old girl. All her kids were at, like, I think in California. Her kids didn't even come up here yet. So it was just her with that little girl.
Wow.
So I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping she just wasn't able to pay or something because her rent is really high. I mean, they're charging really high rent. I mean, mine's pretty high too, but hers is a little bit higher. So maybe she found a place that was cheaper and moved out. I don't know. But like I said, there was literally no furniture in that house. Nothing. Not even a blanket, not even a pillow, like for them to at least lay down on the floor and sleep. Like nothing. I keep thinking her camera first. First camera. But anyways, all right, you guys, we gave you. Oh, God damn it, we gave you guys a chance to ask more questions, but we gotta go. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. Tired as hell. Um, I'm gonna be gone more than half the day tomorrow because I have some work to do, some things to take care of. So if you want to go live on YouTube or whatever, just do it. And then I'll let you know when I get home, and then we could do the TikTok if you want.
Okay.
Once I start yawning, I can't stop. All right. Any last words, my dear, before we go?
Oh, nothing else.
Okay. Um, we'll definitely talk Thursday, and then we'll talk tomorrow too, but don't work too hard. You look tired. You need to go to bed.
It's this hurricane that it's. I'm not trying to let it bother me, but my life is not gonna stop because of a hurricane. That's all I know. Mika versus a hurricane. That's funny.
Mika versus the Hurricane. And Mika wins.
Yes.
You're going to kick its ass. Don't try to worry about it too much because, like I said, I don't feel it being as bad as people are anticipating. So you'll be fine.
Thank you.
And you're going to contact me anyway and keep me updated so I know you're okay.
Thank you. I will.
Okie dokie. Well, love you guys. Thanks for joining us. We got to get going. My brain is fried by now. I'm tired. I need to get some sleep. I have a long day tomorrow. I have things to take care of, but I will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.